Hello everyone, myself Sheetal Bukkava and I am working as a Dean Administration and Student Welfare at Saraswati College of Engineering, Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. Today I will tell you what is exactly the admission process for taking admission in the engineering courses. I want to tell you that these process are followed up till year 2019. Due to the pandemic of COVID-19 crisis, we can say that there will be slight change in this admission procedure from this year. But more or less, the process will be same. Only there will be slight changes. So let's see how actually the admission process done up till year 2019. Before that, just we should know that what is the eligibility or what should be the requirement for the student to take admission for the engineering. Seat allotment, that how the seats or admission seats are allotted to the students. All this allotment and all this process is actually supervised by the Directorate of Technical Education, that is DTE. So all this eligibility criteria and admission process is also as per the DTE rules. Out of the 100% of seats from Maharashtra state, the 65% of admissions are done by the central allotment process, that is CAP process. And this process is totally supervised by Government of Maharashtra. These 65% of admissions are done through the MHCET exam. This year, this will be MHCET 2020 exam. Out of remaining 35%, the 15% of admissions are again done by the CAP for the Maharashtra state candidates and other than Maharashtra state candidates through either JEE or MHCET 2020 exam. And finally, the remaining 20% of seats or admissions are done at the institute level quota, which is also known as management quota. For first year admissions, that is for taking admission for the first year engineering, a candidate should have passed the HSC exam or 12th exam. Now, for general category, he should secure the 50% of marks in this exam, and for the category student, 45% marks is minimum. Candidate should have valid MHCET or JEE score. Then only he is eligible to take admission in first year engineering. And admissions will totally depend upon the marks obtained by the candidate or the student in MHCET exam. That is, a merit list will be displayed, and according to that merit list, the admissions will be done. Now let's take a look at the admission process which was followed till year 2019. All the circulars, all the schedules regarding the admission procedure with date and time will be displayed on DTE website. So you should make a habit of checking the DTE website regularly. When students want to take the admission in the engineering, first he should know that what are the different types of colleges are available for taking admission in the engineering. There are various types of colleges like government college. Now government engineering colleges are entirely run by the government of Maharashtra, and they follow the syllabus and of university to which they belong to, and their exams are also conducted by the university. What is the benefit of such college? That is, the infrastructure is very good, fees is very less, and you will get a very experienced faculty over there. Then another type is government college but autonomous. Now autonomous means what? Autonomous colleges are those colleges who design their syllabus by their own and who conduct their exams by their own. There will be no role of university for such colleges. These colleges are government autonomous colleges. That's why these are also run completely by the government of Maharashtra. What are the advantages? Again, good infrastructure, experienced faculty, and fee concessions can also be availed here. Now, unaided autonomous. Unaided means private organizations or private institutes. These are private institutes but autonomous. So that's why they also design their own syllabus, they also conduct their own exams. Here also, they have a very good infrastructure. Unaided non-minority engineering colleges. Now, these are the private institutions, but they follow the syllabus which is set by the university, and for such students, the exam is also conducted by the university. These are also having very good infrastructures, and fees concessions, scholarships are also available. These are non-minority colleges, so they can accommodate a major portion of a students. Then unaided minority engineering colleges. These are also private institutions which follows the syllabus of university, whose exam is also taken by the university. But now these colleges are for specific minority, like Muslim minority college, South Indian minority college, Gujarati minority college. So these are what they accommodate a specific group of students or minority students for their college. For understanding the admission process, you should first understand some concepts. So we will discuss first it. Facilitation Center. What is this Facilitation Center or FC Center is? This is the center where the facilities like filling online forms, verification of documents, uploading of documents, and grievances are provided. These facilitation center or FC centers are nothing but some of the engineering or normal colleges which has been authorized by Government of Maharashtra to help the students who want to take admission for the engineering. So these centers list will be displayed on the DTE website. So you can visit to nearby facilitation center from your home, and you can go and fill your online application form. You can verify your documents there. You can upload your documents there, and you will get a receipt of submitting the online application form from this facilitation center. Institutional quota. As I told you, institutional quota is also known as a management quota. These are the seats available for admission to the eligible candidates. Eligibility we have already discussed. So for such eligible candidates, the institute, private institutes can give admissions without the cap process. So that is known as a management quota or institutional quota. Minority quota. The colleges who are having a minority status can give the admission to a specific minority community. This institution, if it is belonging to any minority, like if it is a Muslim minority college, so more minority students from the Muslim category will take admission to such college. There are various scholarship schemes are available by the Government of Maharashtra or by the India for the specific category students subject to some specific conditions. ARC, that is Admission Reporting Center. After the admission process, when the students are allotted a specific seat of admission, they have to confirm their admission by visiting this ARC, that is Admission Reporting Center. They have to visit it, they have to confirm their admissions, and they should collect the receipt from this ARC stating that they have confirmed their admission in so and so college. So these are some important things you should understand for understanding the admission process in well. As we have discussed two centers here, that is Facilitation Center and ARC Center. Now let's see what exactly the difference between these two. So FC Center means what? This is, as I told you, some of the colleges which is authorized by the Government of Maharashtra will have internet, printer, scanner, and some persons over there to help you out. Now what type of work is going on at the Facilitation Center? So filling the online application form, verification and uploading of the scanned documents like your mark sheets and other things, then submission of your online application form, printing of your online application form, as I told you, verification of documents, then finally generate a receipt of application confirmation that you have applied for the engineering. An online option form may also be filled at the FC. This online option form is nothing but the preferences of yours for taking admission for the specific branch and for the specific engineering college. This option form you can fill from your home also, and you can fill it from the FC center also. Second is ARC, Admission Reporting Center. Once a seat or engineering admission seat is allotted to any student, he or she should visit to the nearby ARC and should confirm the admission and should collect a receipt of the confirmation of admission. Now let's see what is the admission process, how the admission process actually happens. First, depending on the marks scored in the MHCET exam, the provisional merit list is displayed. If there are some problems in this merit list, like some sequences are wrong, some names are wrong, then such type of grievances can be submitted at the FC center up to a specific deadline. After that deadline, a final merit list is displayed by the DTE. After that, available category-wise seat matrix for all the institutes and for the Maharashtra state will be displayed on the DTE website. What is seat matrix? That we'll see afterwards. And this seat matrix is displayed for the CAP round, that is Centralized Admission Process rounds 1, 2 and 3. There will be 3 rounds of admission. After that, the candidates or students need to fill up and confirm the online application form. And maximum 300 options of engineering colleges according to the branch the students can fill in the option form. How the provisional merit list is prepared? That is totally depends upon the marks obtained in the CET exam. But there is a possibility that 2 or more students have got the same marks at the CET exam. So how to break this tie? For that, a specific things are considered. Like if there is a tie in the CET exam score, then the higher marks of mathematics in the CET exam scored by that candidates are compared. If that is also same, then physics at CET exam is compared. Then if that is also same, then the higher percentage of marks secured in the 12th exam in the PCM group by that candidates are compared. If it is also same, then the 12th mathematics exam marks are compared. After that, physics of 12th marks are compared, and finally the highest percentage of marks in the aggregate of 12 is compared, and depending on that the tie is break. Seat matrix. See, this is very important. Seat matrix means what? It is nothing but a bifurcation of the total seats. That is, for example, I'll take an example of my college. In my college, we have an intake of civil engineering of 180, out of which 120 is shift 1 and 60 is shift 2. So if you will see, here you can find for the civil engineering branch, the total intake is 120. Sanctioned intake is 120. Out of this 120, how this seat is bifurcated category wise, then again general and ladies. General means boys and girls. L means only for girls. So how these 120 seats are bifurcated depending on the category like open, SC, ST and likewise. How it is divided among the Maharashtra state, then other than Maharashtra state, depending on the general and ladies category. Then again some seats are there for the institute level quota or management quota. So all these type of bifurcation of seats is nothing but a seat matrix. So from this you will come to know that if you belongs to the OBC category, then how much seats are available for a specific college for the general or for the ladies category. So this type of seat matrix it will be displayed on the DTE website for every institute. Online option form. As I told you, you can give maximum 300 options of engineering colleges. So how to fill it? You can see here, you have to first select the course, which branch you want to take admission, then in which university you want to take admission. After that, depending on that, you will get a list of the institutes which are having that branches. Then depending on your preferences, you have to give 1, 2, 3, 4, like 300 preferences of your choice, and you can fill it in this online option form. Now after this, first cap round will be done, cap round 1. Now there will be, depending on your option form and depending on the marks scored by you in the CET exam, the allotment of the seats will be done, and that will be displayed on the DTE website. Now, if you are getting the whatever admission seat you have got, if you are satisfied it, then you have to report to the ARC. Now, before reporting to the ARC, you should understand that in cap round 1 and cap round 2, there are 2 options are available, that is freeze and not freeze. So if you are satisfied with the seat allotted to you, you should select the option freeze. And then you have to visit to the ARC to confirm your admission. And if you are not satisfied and you want to go for cap round 2 or cap round 3, then you have to select the option not freeze. Now, the students who have got the first preference from their option form, it is auto freeze for them. They don't have to select the option freeze, it is auto freeze for them. So what they need to do, they have to confirm their admission by visiting ARC, and they have to collect their receipt printout from ARC. Now, those who have got the admission seat but not satisfied, they have to select the not freeze option and they can go for the cap round 2. Now, cap round 2 will be a round same as that of cap round 1, and there is one facility available for you, that is you can again edit your option form. So before cap round 2, you can edit your option form, and again depending upon your marks and your option form, you will get a specific admission seat at specific college. Again, if you are happy with the seat allotted to you in cap round 2, select the option freeze and visit to ARC to confirm your admission. But if you are not happy with it, then you have to select the not freeze option and you have to go for the cap round 3, which is the final round. Remember that even if you are choosing the option not freeze for cap round 1 and cap round 1, still you have an option to take an admission to the seat allotted to you in cap round 1. That is still open for you. But if you are getting the other option, then you have choice to take admission to any one of them by visiting the ARC center. Cap round 3. Cap round 3 is the final round. So again, before cap round 3, you have an option to edit your option form, but now freeze and not freeze options are not available for cap round 3 as this is a final round. So who goes for the cap round 3? The candidates who have not allotted any seats in cap round 1 or 2, or the candidates who are not satisfied with the seats allotted to them in cap round 1 and 2. So before cap round 3, vacant seats will be displayed on DTE website. Then again you have to edit your option form if you wish. Freeze and not freeze options are not available for cap round 3. Finally, the result of round 3 will be displayed. Now, this is final allocation of the seat. So if you are happy with the seat allotted to you, visit to ARC, confirm your admission. And if you are not happy with it, you have to go for the management quota or institute level quota seats. because this is the final round. Now, whatever seat is allotted to you in CAP round 3 is the final one. So, if you are not happy with it, don't go to ARC. You can still try for the management or institutional quota by visiting the specific institute you wish to take admission. So, after all final rounds, you have to visit the ARC center. There may be possibility that some students who had got the admission at CAP round 3, but due to some circumstances or unavoidable reasons, they may not visit the ARC center to a deadline, specific deadline. So if such conditions happen, then your admission is cancelled. After that, if you want to take the same admission, you have to visit to that institute. But then it is not a CAP admission, it will be a institutional level admission or management quota admission. Let's have a look for some of the colleges from the Mumbai and their cutoffs, that is MHCET cutoff. This is VJTI college, which is having a different branches like electrical, civil, mechanical, information technology, computer and ENTC engineering. You can see these are the different categories of caste, and for that these are the rank and the percentile marks that are cut off. Like for electrical engineering for open, the percentile cutoff is 99.53. These are the cutoff for the year 2019. This is another institute, Sardar Patel Institute of Technology of Mumbai. You can have a look on the cutoffs and the ranks of MHCET for this college for the different branches. DJ Sanghvi College, which is a Gujarati minority college. You can have a look for the different ranks and cutoffs, percentile cutoffs for MHCET for the year 2019. So this is all about the admission process up till year 2019 and the cutoffs of some colleges. I hope your doubts regarding the admission process is cleared now. Even if you have any doubt, you can mail us. Our mail ID is available on our website. You can visit our website and you can ask your queries. We are there to help you out in every aspect. Thank you.